Hey everybody and welcome back to Nerdvana Reactions. I'm Anna and today we are checking out the newest release from Home Free, which is their cover of a hilarious Ray Stevens song that I grew up listening to. This is their cover of Mississippi Squirrel Revival. Now, all I know going into this is that it's animated. And I'm super excited, but a little bit nervous. I don't know what to expect at all. I don't know who's going to take lead. My suspicion would be Chance or Tim, but there's a fair case to be made for Austin since his accent. So I guess we'll find out. I'm honestly kind of bursting at the seams because I'm recording this from the Patreon release, and I'm kind of bursting at the seams because I can't wait to talk about it. Oh, it's the one time when being a patron is really, really hard because you just really want to share it with everybody. Okay, so Home Free, Mississippi Squirrel Revival. Let's get into this. Let's back that up and try again. There we go.
Well, when I was a kid, I'd take a trip every summer down to Mississippi to visit my granny in her antebellum world.
Oh my god, how did I not consider that this was gonna have a whistle part? Ah! And yeah, okay, Tim. I love how they've kind of like got that Flintstones and Jetsons-esque art style going.
I'd run barefooted all day long, climbing trees, free as a song. One day I happened to catch myself a squirrel. A squirrel! Well, I stuffed him down in an old shoebox, punched a couple holes in the top. When Sunday came, I snuck him into church. I was sitting way back in the very last pew, showing him to my good buddy Hugh, when that squirrel got loose and went totally berserk. Totally nuts. What happened next is hard to tell. Some thought it was heaven, others thought it was hell. But the fact that something was among us was plain to see. Plain to see. As the choir sang, I surrender all, the squirrel ran up Harv Newland's coveralls. Harv leaped to his feet and said, "Something's got a hold on me." Yeah! The day the squirrel went berserk in the first self-righteous church in that sleepy little town of Pascagoula. It was a fight for survival that broke out in revival. They were jumping pews and shouting, "Hallelujah! Hallelujah!"
Okay, so I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about the animated video, but it's absolutely adorable. And just, it fits so well because this song has characters already built into it. You've got the one that it runs up as coveralls, you've got Sister Bertha Better Than You, you've got multiple characters of all genders, and this way the guys can cover that without having to pull in outside people to fill in those extra roles. I love the way that they have kind of added in the little ad-libs here and there, like Totally Nuts, instead of just like the gospel-y background of the original. They're definitely having a blast with this, and I'm gonna have to watch this so many times. Like, I can't even. Words are not happening right now.
Well, Harv hit the aisles dancing and screaming. Some thought he had religion, others thought he had a demon, and Harv thought he had a weed eater loose in his Fruit of the Loom. He fell to his knees to plead and beg, and that squirrel ran out of his britches leg unobserved to the other side of the room. There he goes.
And I love that they're still technically in the video, even if, I mean, it's clearly like a modified version of them with different hair colors and such, but it's recognizable that it's meant to be them.
All the way down to the amen pew where sat Sister Bertha Better Than You, who'd been watching all the commotion with sadistic glee. Well, you should have seen the look in her eyes when that squirrel jumped her garters and crossed her thighs. She jumped to her feet and said, "Lord, have mercy on me." As the squirrel made laps inside her dress, she began to cry and then to confess to sins that would make a sailor blush with shame.
There once was a sailor filled with shame.
She told of gossip and church dissension, but the thing that got the most attention was when she talked about her love life. And then she started naming names.
Just the looks on their faces.
Day the squirrel went berserk in the first self-righteous church
In that sleepy little town of Pascagoula,
it was a fight for survival
that broke out in revival. They were jumping pews and shouting, "Hallelujah!" Well, 7 deacons and the pastor got saved, and $25,000 got raised, and 50 volunteered for missions in the Congo on the spot. And even without an invitation, there were at least 500 rededications, and we all got rebaptized whether we needed it or not. Now you've heard the Bible stories, I guess, how he parted the waters for Moses to pass. Oh, the miracles God has brought to this old world. But the one I'll remember to my dying day is how he put that church back on the narrow way with a half-crazed Mississippi squirrel.
Hallelujah! The day the squirrel went berserk in the first self-righteous church
In that sleepy little town of Pascagoula,
it was a fight for survival
that broke out in revival. They were jumping pews and shouting, "Hallelujah!"
The day the squirrel went berserk in the first self-righteous church
In that sleepy little town of Pascagoula,
it was a fight for survival
that broke out in revival. They were jumping pews and shouting, "Hallelujah!" They were jumping pews and shouting, "Hallelujah!"
That was just so much fun. Like, for one thing, because of the nature of the song, we got a full Tim lead, which means we also got full Chance bass. Adam was beatboxing the hell out of it. And I'm guessing they probably layered in at least double of Austin and Rob. Either that or, I don't know, because I don't know whether it would be easier for them to double track Austin and Rob to fill out that background, or if it would be easier to also have Chance and Tim record a track for that portion. So I'm not really sure which they did. But either way, they had such a full sounding background to it. They took it a little bit away from the original gospel feel to it and made it really fun and bouncy, and just left enough of it to really pay tribute to the original source material, but also also really bring their style of fun to it. And I love that. Austin and Rob were killing it though, and Tim got pretty high up there, all things considered. I just re-listened to the original last night when this dropped, because immediately on seeing it, I was like, okay, it's been a couple years. I should refresh my memory. I was leaning Chance or Tim simply because of the spoken part being kind of on the deeper side. And they did go with Tim for that. But all things considered, Ray Stevens did not get super low in this song. Even though I'm pretty sure he can hit like bass area notes at some points. So it was something that easily could have gone to any of them. I'm kind of glad they went with Tim though, because yeah, he's such a good storyteller to start with. All right. I hope you all enjoyed this as much as I did. This song is such a blast, and honestly, if I had seen them doing this one, I would have suspected it more towards like April Fool's, because it's Ray Stevens, who is very comedy based. But I love that they did this song, and I love the video. The art style is fun, and I had a blast. I'll see y'all in the next one.